Hey everybody, welcome to Creekwood.aquatics. Welcome to the Monday show. The one benefit of the Monday show is that everything ships out the next day and you should have it by Thursday. Thank you for joining us. Hey, I know we were just talking. I loaded a bunch of new stuff to the catalog right before the stream. So if you guys want to check some of the stuff out there, it's here. Yeah, we got a lot of new stuff this week, and we're getting more stuff in on Wednesday. We're getting more moray eels. Nothing in the listings. Oh my god, nothing. Let me see. Let me import. Select all. Done. All right. Yeah, I replied to it. But yeah, see if you guys can see if there's stuff in the catalog now. And if you guys want to see those fish or those items, you can always let me know. We can come check it out. Also, I got a really cool update going on. I know I can't get my light in here, but I have a pleco, a super red, that has eggs in this little container over here. There's no sound? Yeah, I don't know why I have issues with the sound sometimes. But yeah, our pleco just laid eggs. My little happy dad's in here. In the back, he has a ton of eggs, and I'm really excited. Here, let me get rid of this headset. All right, how about now? Is it better? Yeah. I need to get some new mics. I don't know why this mic doesn't work anymore. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, I'll probably pick up a new mic this week. But anyway, we got our Odessa barbs over here too. I listed them in the shop if you guys want to see them. There is a male who's starting to color up in here, which is always a great sign. I just saw him. There he is. You can start to see that red stripe that's across his body right there. See him? So what I like about the Odessa barbs is that they turn jet black on the top and bottom, but they have this bilateral red line that looks really cute on them. We also got a few lemon blue eyes in here. If I can find them. I don't know why it won't put up. Hi, Empire Dirt. Yeah, that is crazy. It just all my listings are gone. Yeah, I'll have to write them an email because I don't understand. I loaded all those items up and they're not there. But I'll show you guys the new lemon blue eyes that came in. Come on, guys. That's a snail. They're gonna be nowhere to be found today. Oh, here we go. Of course, just when I want to see you. But yeah, we have a few lemon blue eyes. There it is. They're very fast. And then over here we have some super red plecos. So there's the L397, and there's our super red male. So if you guys are interested in super red plecos or lemon blue eyes, the super reds are 25 this week. Lemon blue eyes are 15. Yeah, there's more of those where they came from. It's also calicos available from the breeder. Um, but yeah, the mail's out. Check this out. Let's see if we can sneak up on them. But yeah, I bought this pair at a show about a month ago, and he started. There he is. Yeah, there are fish that you have to appreciate. But yeah, he started dancing for his female. He started flashing his fins. She went in there with him. She laid eggs, and that's the end of that. Super excited. What else do we got coming in? We have some 3 to 4 inch ranchus coming in on Wednesday. We have chili rastaboras coming in. Rastabora kobutai. Yeah, the funny thing about the plecos is the super reds, calicos, chocolates. They're all from the same strain. So the breeder that I got the super reds from, their parents gave him super red, calico, and the lemon blue eyes. So yeah, their genetics are just scrambled in there. So you just have to find a way to get them to express. But that's why I like the ones that my buddy Juan gave me, because I know if I take one of those and I pair them off with this pair in the future, that they're going to throw out a bunch of other things. Oh, absolutely! Send me all the pictures of your babies every time you have an update. What else came in this week? We sold the moray. We got a bunch of angels. So if you guys are looking for angels, we got them this week. Right now we're doing a bundle, so we're doing 3 for $25. That's $8 each. Yes. Yeah, so we'll see if we can find another male in there for you. We won't do it now during the stream. I'll probably get with you later. But yeah, we'll see if we can find one for you that can help you start your breeding colony. We're gonna try to get that beta order this in. Try to get those females in by next Tuesday because we're running very low on females. If someone wants to buy female betas this week, this is our chance to get them.
Yeah, the nicest females I have that Dumbo Platinum female over there. She's a looker. I also have 3 males that can be paired off with her. I have these little Grizzleds over here. But yeah, I like these girls over here. And there's that one in the back. Golds, I would have to get imported because I don't know. There's a lot of people working with the golds right now. Yeah, we have a bunch of koi females. And I kind of like this girl. I like her little galaxy scales. A lot of iridescence in there, too. I'll show you what I got for gold guppies. So we're running low, but we were able to pick up a couple males from the breeder. These are the last for the season, so I have to wait till next year. But yeah, there's one male right there. There's a second male over there. And then we have a bunch of fry in the back. But yeah, these guys are really nice. They're really colorful. If you can get a nice breeding colony of these, you would be set. Yeah, exactly. If I get enough interest on beta imports, we can import them. They are very expensive to get in. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit with a nice little tariff bill. So I got to make sure that I can make my money on those. Oh, and check this out. My balloon belly mollies started having babies. Where's my little baby? There he is. An estimate on what? Because normally when I bring in imported betas, we usually bring in about 70 to 100 at a time. Like I said, send me an email, send me a direct message after the stream, and I'll start looking at some numbers. But I was trying to bring in an import. I was trying to bring an import in December, but also I have to set up because right now I have the capability to hold 30 betas, so I have to set up a secondary rack to hold the other 40. But if you guys want to look at betas, we'll start all the way from A2 and we'll kind of work down the line. But yeah, these guys, they're supposed to be listed in the shop. I don't understand why it didn't get updated. But these are betas. So this is our Dumbo Platinum male. He is number A2 in our store. They're going to eat after the stream. They won't eat until after I confirm who's going out. Because we fast our fish for 24 hours before they leave. But yeah, I do love the Dumbo Platinums. I always say it's a very classy beta. It pops in your tank. These guys are very active. Let me go grab my target stick. Here we go. And what we like to do with our betas, for our daily enrichment, we present them the target. And we let them boop it. Give me a boop. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the shop. I'm gonna email Palm Street. Yeah, I got to email Palm Street because this is the third time that I've tried to upload stuff from the shop, and the shop stays empty. Actually, here he is. I found him here. So see, I can pin him right here, but it comes off with free shipping. So unpin. Yeah, so something's going on with the shop. Here it is. Okay, so if you see stuff in the shop, if you see any bettas or any fish you want to see, let me know and we can go walk over there. But yeah, this is our male. This is A2 Dumbo Platinum. Super active fish. What makes our fish different from other people? Well, I'm gonna say the Petco's and stuff. We have a recirculating system, so all our water gets pushed into our main filtration system. That yeah, it drips. It drips into the main system, goes into our overflow, and it goes into our central sump, sponge filtered, comes up. Who comes up with their names? I try to get them from the breeder. I try to have them tell me what's up so we can bring them in. But if there's any fish along the wall that you want to see, we can always go back to them. Well, we're going to move on. We're going to unpin this one. Let's see, a 3. Yeah, it just won't pop up. But this bait is A3. This is our pineapple pastel. Dumbo fins, again, very active. He wants to target. Are we going to target today? What makes these guys very unique, number one, their color, but that scale pattern. You see those black lines in between their scales, so they really pop up. They almost look like a little pineapple. You can see where they get their name from. Beautiful Dumbo fins. When these guys are flared out, they look absolutely spectacular. There he is. For me, the colors on these, very unique, very beautiful. We do enjoy them, bright eyes, and again, very, very active fish. And he is going to get blackworms after tonight. Good boy. I love when they're so active. All right, we'll move on to our next platinum. So we have A4 Dumbo Platinum. Target. Do I get female veil tails? I have to talk to my breeder and see if he does veil tails. I think he does, but I just have to reach out to him. Oh, yes, we have tangs. So this is our friend over here. I think right now the last tang that I have in stock that's for sale is my sailfin. Yeah, we have our little self in here. This is the, I believe this is the Hawaiian. This isn't the Desjardins. See if I can get his interest. Yeah, very cute. I'm trying to see if I can get her attention. But yeah, she's very young. Oop. Yeah, I think she's getting ready to go to bed. What's the biggest clown that I have that's not a maroon? Um, so my clowns aren't big, but we have Gladiator Da Vinci. He's going to be $40. Do you need a bubbler? So I would recommend that you have at least a sponge filter on the bettas. Like I don't like to keep like we keep them our containers over here. We'll go back to the fish, but our containers they're a half gallon, and we have our recirculating system. But when I used to have the bettas in here, sponge filter. Gladiator Da Vinci, he's about I'm gonna say inch and a half. Inch and a half. Compare him to the Nazarius snail right here, or compare him to my thumb. But these guys came out of Aquatics, so these guys were all aquacultured. Yeah, yeah. Trick is just keep that snowflake really fed. The other ones that I have over here is this one is a mocha clown. So our mochas are $25, and then we have the pearl eye Clarkie over here. But they've been fighting all day. But we also have a ton of bubble tip anemones, and these guys don't stray too far from their anemones. So I think right now I have my anemones listed for 150, but this week I was going to make them 100 just so I could move with you. We have 5 in stock. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 down there. Well, these two, like I said, they're going to stick to those anemones, and they're not going to stray too far. I would say $50. Yeah, the mocha's 25. The Clarkie, I'm not sure of his price, but yeah, I can let him go for $50. I mean, I can let them both go for $50. So they hang out with each other, but yeah, I don't think they figured out who is who yet. So I'm pretty sure they're both just sub males that are just kind of going at it right now. And if we overnighted them, it would be $50 overnight. So our standard shipping's 24. You would go for the upgraded shipping. It'll add an extra 25, and we'll ship them out for that. The other pair that I have, I'm not going to call them a pair, but they've been together for the longest. Is we have the Bullet Hole Fury over here, and the Wyoming White. These guys have been together forever, and then I have these guys over here. So we have the mocha, and then we have the orange clown over here. And these guys, we can grab two, $25 each. and we can get those shipped out tomorrow. We also have this flame hawk. Whoop! I believe they were both 90. The Wyoming white and the. And if you wanted to take them both, let me look up on. I can make a deal on those. Yeah, together I think they're supposed to be like 180, but I've had them here for a minute. I would like them to find a better home, so I could probably do them for 135 plus the shipping. But yeah, these guys have been together for over the past month. They don't seem to bother each other, which is why I keep them together. They also hang out with my little solo rescue grass in the back. She's a good girl. Do you get larger grades of the Da Vinci's? So I can. I've been focusing on stocking the freshwater side. So after the freshwater side, we're going to stock more of the marine stuff. But yeah, if you wanted to do, like I said, you could do some of these guys. We could do them for $50, but this one's a little bit larger, and then we can pair off a smaller one with them. Check out that pair. No, I understand. Yeah, the snowflake eels. I've always kept them well fed. Feed them like 3 times a week, and they tend to leave stuff alone. But I understand. I understand the concern. Someone told me it was a pearl eye clarkie. So you can see it almost has like little blue eyeshadow above its eyes. But yeah, we love our little marine section. It's growing. And again, I'm going to show off my Solorensis because she's beautiful. Yeah, what type of inverts are you looking for? Because we have our tiger conch over here. They're great at eating diatoms. Shrimp. The only shrimp I have left are these Klukenthal shrimp over here. And I think they're 25 each. They're supposed to be a little bit more efficient than peppermints at eating Aptasia. We have a ton of cleanup crews. So if you're looking for turbo snails, if you're looking for, these are the largest Nazarius snails I've ever seen. Yeah, keep it that way. But yeah, we got them. We have a ton of hermit crabs. Yeah, they're massive. They're massive. And one just laid eggs. Yeah, so one just laid eggs all across that tank right there. You see them? But yeah, hopefully the next order I'm trying to bring in. Yeah, it sounds like you have a very aggressive Fowler tank. Um, but yeah, my next marine order, I want to bring in cleaner shrimps, fire shrimps, pistol shrimps. I want to bring in a small little things that can go into these cubes. You're very lucky. Usually the puffers just want to eat everything. And if you're interested too, we do have a ton of corals in stock too. This is one that I have to reorder. I have to bring in at least 50 new small frags. But yeah, if anyone's interested, all our frags from this rack coming all the way down to these last two racks, these are all $25. And then we have individual pricing for our hammers, our hollow hammer over here. We have some aquaculture clams, but I'm pretty sure Ghost, your moray eel and your puffer would love these clams. So these are aquaculture. So these are 125. And I'll tell you what, the trick to keeping the clams is phytoplankton. So let me walk over here. So we grow our own phytoplankton. This is what we put into our tanks, and that's what keeps our clams going. It's actually time for some phytoplankton right away. Yeah. But yeah, if you're ever looking for some cheap corals, we do a bundle. We do $200. That gets you, I believe, that gets you 6 corals and free overnight shipping. If anyone's interested in getting some coral frags. All right, back to the bettas. Back to the show. Red Samurai. Red Samurai Half Moon. My buddy Cohen picked one up. I shipped it out today for him. He's gonna love it. The one he got had black fins at the back. I have another one that has some black finnage, but yeah, the Red Samurai, beautiful. He's flared at me. Remember, all of our bettas, they start at $25. We do have other things too available. We have these Daphnia magna, so if you're looking to start your own live cultures, we can get you on the way. So we have Daphnia magna, and one thing we're working on bringing back are Mona. They're smaller cousins. Avoid the mosquito larvae. But those little white dancing specks, those are the Monas. Those are adults. These are great for feeding baby bettas and baby fish. There we go. Next fish we got coming up. This is A8. This is another pineapple. There's a moth. I said, if you're looking for some very unique bettas, we do have a lot of unique stuff in stock. We have a great breeder. He's very local. We keep in contact every week. We always talk about what's coming up. We talk about husbandry. So yeah, I love the fish that I get from him. They come out really well. And I feel like they're bred to actually work because I've seen a lot of these half moons or like the veil tails where their tails are so heavy they kind of sag behind them. But every fish that I've gotten for him seems to hold their bodies up straight when they swim. Ooh. And they're absolutely beautiful. Let's hop down to the B rack. So we have our lavenders, Dumbo lavender. Yeah, they're so pretty. I don't know what it is about this side of the room, but the second I go into this corner, I lose reception. But yeah, the lavenders, beautiful Dumbo lavenders. And there's our little blue grizzled. He's being lazy. If you guys notice, I almost sold out of all my plants. I had this whole container full. And all weekend, I had people coming and buying all our plants. But if you want plants, all our plants start at $9. We have some swords over here. I believe that's money. Some potted Lowigia. And then these are lead-weighted Lowigias over here. So I don't have green neons right now. I might be able to add them to my order because I have stuff that's getting packed up tomorrow. But yes, if you're local, we do allow local pickups. We're in Floresville, just outside San Antonio. If you type in Creekwood.aquatics, you can find our address. Yeah, then you're close by. My wife, she used to do a lot of work in Kennedy. And what's the other one? Stockdale and all that other stuff? Yeah. But yeah, we opened up a pet store out here. We opened up a small fish room out here because there's not a ton of options. Unless you want to go to Petco or one of the big box stores, it's very limited. So we want to bring some unique stuff. We want to bring some healthy stuff. All our tanks are all individually filtered. Yeah, so we use sponge filters. We do weekly water changes on these. Our beta rack, we have a recirculating system, so the bettas are constantly getting new water, overflows, and goes to our main filtration where it gets filtered, gets heated, and goes back. Because nobody likes a cold beta. Cold betas do not swim. They're not happy. They don't eat well, and they get sick very easily. So keep your bettas warm. It really makes me sad going into big box stores and I see the beta sections. But that's why we try not to do that to them here. But yeah, we have a bunch of cherry barbs available. On Wednesday, we are getting 50 chili rasaboras, and I think we're getting 25 kobutais. And there's a bunch of other stuff in there, but yeah, we're gonna go heavy on the microfish for next week. I do have Harlequin rasabora down here, which they still need to cover up. Pearl Learys are coming in on Wednesday. But yeah, we have our Harlequin rasaboras over here, and then we have some Asian rummy nose in this tank too somewhere. There's the Asian rummy nose. Right now, gouramis that we have in stock. I ordered these by mistake last week, but I got opaline gouramis. They're pretty big. They're pretty beefy. Coming this way. But yeah, if you're local, if there's stuff that you're looking for, let me know. We do a fish order almost every week, and we could bring in, if the vendors have it available, we can definitely bring it all in. I couldn't tell you when I first started this. When I didn't have traction, I didn't have a reputation. It was so hard to get the vendors to work with me. Um, but again, after growing this business to what I did, um, yeah, now we have a ton of vendors that we can work with every week to bring in new fish. There's my male. Let's see if we can sneak up on him. Not you. He's working so hard. Let's see if we can zoom in. But yeah, he's working so hard to keep his eggs clean and oxygenated. Absolutely. Just send me a DM and I'll remember to put you on my list. But yeah, he's doing such a good job. Yeah. But yeah, I have a really cool little shop. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun working in here. I have my assistant Ashley who helps me on the weekends and occasionally throughout the week while I'm out doing aquarium servicing. She's been a lifesaver. I hope she's still around. She's probably still around in the stream somewhere. We have a bunch of orange shrimp available, and then we have these clown killies. Like I said, this week we're going to go hard on the dwarffish. Uh, it depends how rare are you talking about. Right now we have Gardner eye. I don't think there's any more female. I think all the females were picked out of here. But we do have some young Gardneri. Yeah, we have it. We're getting more stuff on Wednesday, but we have some Luigi left over from this week. We have some assorted Amazon swords over here. There's some pennywort. I think those are two small Rotala. And we have a ton of guppy grass. But all our plants start at $9. If there's a killie that you're looking for, let me know. We can see if we can get it. I could probably reach out to my friends at the American Killie Association, see if I can deal with the private breeders over there. Looking for axolotl tank decorations. Ooh, that's tough because axolotls aren't the smartest fish in the world. I keep mine basically on a bare bottom tank because I tried to give them gravel and they started eating it. Oh, so you're looking for more of the annuals? Yeah. When it comes to the axolotls, yeah, yeah, just send me an email. I can talk to my friends at the Killie Association. Um, I can check with my vendors, but yeah, those don't come up too often. Yeah, we do have some small Java ferns, Amazon swords. The only thing that concerns me is the temperature, but the Amazon swords might be able to handle it. But I'll show you the swords that we got. So I believe these are regular. No, yeah, I think these are regular Amazon swords. This one might be a red melon, especially the way that it's coming up right here. Yeah, the other thing, like I said, ton of guppy grass. Guppy grass grows in any tank. And in our small Java ferns, we have a little small clump over here. So yeah, we have these small clumps of Java fern. I got this one that's living with the beta. But yeah, also on Wednesday we're getting a bunch of wisteria and a bunch of hygrophilia. So those also might do really well for you because they're really like you can pretty much forget about those plants and they will continue to grow. Oh, and this is creeping Charlie over here. I forgot about him. It's called Mint Charlie, but I've always called this one Creeping Charlie. I remember this one smelled very herby when I pulled it out. Yeah, it has like it's a very herby smell. Kind of reminds me of like rosemary. I think only the normals were available through the vendor. I know yellows come up every so often. Yeah, all the plants would be great for the betas. But yeah, I was gonna get the Congos this week. I don't think I ordered them though. No, I don't think I ordered. Yeah, if yellows are available, I definitely order those. But I don't think yellows were available this week. But yeah, we're gonna continue to get cool stuff. Like I said, I got my eels coming in. Got my freshwater mories coming in on Wednesday. Freshwater moray eels. They're called they're marbled eels. Yeah, look them up real fast. They're really cool. We sold the last one we had for $50. He was about 12 inches long, and he was a beast. What's a starlight? Oh, here are my quarries over here. So we got our orange quarries over here. Oh, Starry Night Blennies? Yeah, we can get Starry Night Blenny. Oh, eels? Starry Night eels. Freshwater or saltwater? Fresh? I'll have to take a look because normally the vendors they have fire eels. We do have a there he is. See his little silly nose? We have some zigzag eels. He's so cute. But yeah, these guys grow larger. I believe they grow over a foot. I think a couple weeks ago we had yellow eels, yellow spinies. But I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out for the starry nights. Or like a tire track. Yeah, I just know they get bigger than the yellows. Oh, and then we have our Bisher. Anyone looking for a Bisher? Bye. I like him. He's always so nosy. Anytime I come up to the tank, he always has to see what we're doing. There he is. I said, let us know if there's anything you want to see. I know the shop isn't working. It makes me sad. I said, I can look, I can check with the vendors. I said, my stuff's coming in tomorrow. So I don't know what more I can add to it, but definitely send me a message. And when I try to make an order, I can probably see if we can get them in. But I know my next order has to be marine. I got to fill. I'm running out of corals, and I need more fish, and I got to get those tanks online. Perfect. I can't order them for 2 weeks. And again, if you guys are looking for live foods, we do produce a ton of live foods. We have right now Daphne and Magna in stock. We do 300 count for $14.99. We're also working on our Mona macropora. See these little guys dancing around. We also do phytoplanktons. We have vinegar eels, and we do rotifers, which I think I fed out my rotifers already. We also have some African cichlids. We're trying to bring in a bunch of African cichlids and sometime in the next 2 weeks. But right now, everybody in this tank, besides the blue ones, everybody is $8. Because we're trying to help my buddy clear out his system for the winter. He has over 1,000 OB peacocks that we got to move out. I'm going to sit down for a minute. I'll flip the camera around if you guys want to ask me any questions. I'm Nelson. I'm here to answer all the questions you guys have. I just need a drink of water. But yeah, we can also talk about your aquarium if you're having any issues with your aquarium, so you want to know about compatibility. Go ahead and ask your questions. And if not, we'll go back to looking at some more fish in the shop. I think I also got to start dosing. I got my liquid CO2, my Flourish XL. I got to put this in my planted systems. Ooh. So you move Purple Dumbo. She's not swimming around much. You think she's just adjusting. They tend to do that when you first move them. They're scared, number one. Different environment, different water. It usually takes a fish about a week to truly acclimate to their environment. What I would do is I would dim the lights down. I would try to quiet everything down in that area and give her a chance to acclimate to her new environment where she's not getting spooked. And if you want to send me pictures or videos, you can always forward them on our TikTok, because I believe you have me on TikTok, or you can send me a video or email on my website. But yeah, usually if I move a beta and they get real sad, yeah, you took her from the. Yeah, no, she should be fine. She should be fine. But we'll keep an eye on her. We'll monitor her. But yeah, usually when I move them from the 15 and I move them inside to the 8-gallon tank, yeah, they tend to just kind of sit at the bottom for a little bit, and then they'll start swimming around. Message sent. I'll check that message after the stream. But yeah, like I know my fish. I know when they start acting weird. So when they start doing weird things like that, I tend to watch them a little bit more. But yeah, I always try not to panic. I always try to use my head and Pineapples are very pretty. But if we have to medicate, then we medicate. So my favorite medication to use is Metroplex by Seachem. We'll grab it. Yeah, so we always use Metroplex. It's a good broad spectrum antibiotic. It's a good antiparasitic. Um, so yeah, if you have fish with clamp fins or anything like that, always hit them with Metro. You can also mix this into their food and you can feed it to them, so it gets more directly into their body, into their bloodstream. But yeah, Metro is a great medication. The second one that I use for fin rot is Seachem's Clanapex. Is Metro better than the P1? So you mean like Praziquantel or what's the other one? Prazi or Panicure? So back when I worked at the zoo, for a dewormer, we fed Metroplex. We put this in their food. Yeah, Panicure is a really good dewormer. And what we did, what we did, and this is real funny, um, but we would buy horse dewormer. So you would go to like Tractor Supply, and you would get the big tubes of Panicure, and there was a ratio you needed to do, but we mixed a couple pounds of gel food. So we mixed the Panicure in there, and we mixed it up, and we fed that out to them, and it was a great dewormer, great dewormer. But here in the shop, I'll show you what we do. I don't do Panicure yet. I just do the Metro right now. I should do the Panicure. But yeah, we also use Prazi Pro. So yeah, so one thing is when you like when you have your own fish and you're doing the hobby, yeah, you have a couple medications here and there. When you run a fish room, yeah, you have to be your own pharmacy. So yeah, we carry so many medications just to keep this room running, just so we don't have any outbreaks and stuff. But one of my favorite preventatives, Prazi. Um, one cap of this is 20 gallons. You leave it in for a week. You do a water change. You dose it again, so you dose for 2 weeks. And I love Icex. And I love Icex because of its two ingredients. It has formaldehyde and it has malachite green. Yep. So yes, formaldehyde is really nasty stuff. You don't want to get it on you. It's really harsh. But when you have diseases like epistylis, this will knock it out. And epistylis and it look so similar, except epistylis is like big flaky chunks, and it is more like little salt granules. But yeah, the only thing that kills epistylis is the formaldehyde. Yeah. It looks like little dots, and Epistylus is flaky. But yeah, Icex by Aquarium Solutions. Carry this in your fish rooms. It'll help. It'll turn you blue. It's turning me blue right now. um, but this stuff works well. What I also found it does well with is with scaleless fish. So I can treat loaches with this stuff. I can put it in my tank where the snails are in. It doesn't kill the snails. It upsets them, but it won't kill them. Ask me how I know. And then the other thing that I do for my fish only systems. Marriage oxide. Where's the other one? Methylene blue. I can't find it, but yeah, I had a bottle of copper. Had a bottle of copper, but I also use methylene blue for shipping fish. It helps them with ammonia and nitrite poisoning. Also, it helps. It's an easier. It transports oxygen through their blood a little bit easier, as the methylene blue binds to the oxygen really well. And then trash. I've never successfully treated a fish with Marison oxide. I haven't done it. I know it can be done. I just haven't done it. I'm not gonna say it's trash. It's not trash. I just haven't had luck with it. I don't even know what's in here. I usually like to read the chemicals that are in here. Active ingredient: sodium hypochlorite. So basically bleach. Basically, this is sodium chloride, 4.3%. It's bleach. Sorry for the science lesson. Let's go back to looking at fish. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I really, really love fish. I've been in the hobby for over 20 years. I've run public aquariums. I've ran pet shops. I run my own fish room now. I have an aquarium maintenance business. When I worked at the zoo, we took care of 170,000 gallons worth of water. We took care of a huge hippo exhibit. So this is where I'm most comfortable. This is my home. I love this stuff. All right, back to the fish. And here's our boy, little autosynclus. If you're looking for an algae eater that's going to be gentle with your plants, autosynclus are your fish. They tend to take care of the little bit of algae that grows, but they're very gentle, and they don't tear up the plants. A pleco will just eat the leaf. Pleco will eat the algae and the plant. But these guys, very gentle. We do have these available in the shop. I don't think there's a ton of them left. I think there's only 2 or 3 from the last shipment. So once they're gone, we'll pick up some more. But they're very popular, and they do a great job at cleaning your tank. So a lot of people say that they have trouble keeping autosynclus. They are very sensitive, but the thing is, I know this goes without saying, but you do have to feed them. I had my big... Oh, here we go. So the thing is, you do have to feed them. What I like to feed my fish, my algae eaters, is I have the Sarah brand catfish tabs, the double XL. What I like about them is that they're massive. That looks big, but imagine I have really small hands. But yeah, I really like these. They're easy to break apart. You kind of got to float them for a second, and then they'll drop. And then my little plecos and everybody else will go crazy for them. I'm going to feed the ghost shrimp. He's so close. He's so close. Did you find it yet? Yeah, we do our ghost shrimp. We do ghost shrimp. They're 60 cents each. He found it. Is it good? Do you like it? There we go. Now they're all here. They all know what they want. It's like they love eating around it, but they don't realize the food is coming from the giant green thing. But yeah, we'll leave them for a bit. But yeah, our ghost shrimp, we're trying to carry them more regularly now. We bring in about 500 a week. But yeah, we try to do 60 cents on them. Now they're a pain in the butt because I have to do daily 50% water changes on these. We are going to upgrade the Go Shrimp container. We're going to put them in a 30-gallon tank. Right now they're in a 10, but yeah, we just have to do massive water changes. There's a couple dead there that I got to do a water change and pull them out. Oh, more babies! Look at that. More baby balloon bellies. I am so lucky. Yeah, 40 would be perfect, but yeah, right now I'm limited. I'm limited to my space until I expand to the next side of this room. But yeah, we're gonna pop them in one of these tanks over here because I still want to keep that 40 open for Central American, South American cichlids. And if we bring in arowana, I want to get them in there. But yeah, we have to build. We're building one more rack of fish tanks up here. We're gonna double this. That light is malfunctioning right now. We're gonna double this over here, so we're gonna have two low boys, and then we're gonna expand the saltwater rack over here too. People like arowanas. People want them. I don't want them. The people want them. For the people. Too big. So here's my rule. I will only bring in big fish for people who have the capability to raise those fish. So if you want a red tail cat, you either need to show me that you have an outdoor pond with a heater or that you have at least a 265 or 300-gallon aquarium. I'm not in the business of selling someone a pacu that they're going to bring back or they're going to chuck into the river of San Antonio, which is going to cause problems for the people and for the environment. So, yes, I make sure that you have the ability to care for this animal long term before I send anything off with you. I learned that from my mentor Patrick Donson from Absolutely Fish, and he was a big advocate for that. I mean, he would take back people's pacus and he would take them to. We had a wholesaler, fish, and yeah, they would bring them back to the wholesaler, and the wholesaler would try to get them to zoos or places that have bigger aquariums. But yeah, yeah, there's a lot of responsibility when it comes to selling fish, and it's not just selling fish just to make a profit. Like, we do it because we enjoy it. Um, we want to have a slice of the ocean or the rivers and ponds in your home, but you want to do it responsibly. That is my soapbox. But again, what I like about my fish room is I don't deal with a lot of deads. Occasionally, a vendor will send me a bad batch of fish that have like that have stuff going on with them. We treat them. Once they're clear, we'll put them back on sale. But yeah, even these angels, I had these angels on quarantine for the last 2 weeks, and they're doing way better. So these guys will be available starting Friday. Yeah, I used to work at PetSmart. I worked at PetSmart for a year, and it was not a fun time. They were super corporate. They told everyone you had the ability to deny a sale if you didn't think someone was going to be a good pet parent, and if you denied the sale, they yelled at you. It was profits over people, profits over fish. You know what makes my shop different? We don't make profit. I'm sorry. My wife gets so mad at me. But yeah, that was an old saying my boss used to tell me. He's like, how do you become a millionaire selling fish? Start off as a billionaire. But again, I do it because I love it. This is my career path. The quality shows in our corals and our fish, our customer service. Like, you guys aren't just a customer. Once you guys buy something from me, I don't just disappear. A lot of you know that you can continue to send me emails, send me pictures, ask me questions, and even in the middle of the night, even in the middle of the night, I will answer those questions. Well, it's a slow night. I'm gonna probably end the stream in the next 5 minutes. We'll be back on Friday, 8:30 to 10 o'clock. We stream Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and I believe Friday there's going to be a 20% coupon. So yes, Dee Dee, there's going to be a coupon Friday, Saturday, and I believe Sunday. So we'll probably add an extra stream. But we're going to have more fish. Yes, yay. But we're going to have more fish. We'll have more products. And we'll have a great time just hanging out in the fish room. The betas would come the following week. So the betas will probably be here next Tuesday if we have a good enough sales weekend. Yeah. But don't worry, I'll still make you a good deal. I mean, we sell them at a reasonable price. I'll probably toss in some live foods for you too. All right. But anyway, it's just Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. I'll see you guys next week. If you have any questions, just send me a message. All right? Have a good night, everybody.